The woman skillfully scratched the car with a knife, only to collide head-on with the owner the very next second. Witnessing this scene, the man instantly flew into a rage. He immediately unleashed his vicious dog to chase the woman. Fortunately, her husband arrived just in time to help Nadia escape. On the road, the couple relived the thrilling scene, showing no remorse whatsoever. Little did they know they'd soon pay a terrible price. That night while camping in the wilderness, a red dot suddenly appeared on their tent. The couple froze in shock, unable to fathom who'd play such a prank in the freezing cold. After shouting for a long time, there was no response at all, yet the red dot continued tracking their movements, even aiming at Nadia's back. David instantly shoved his wife aside, but immediately after, the dot locked onto David's chest. The shooter showed no intent to fire, clearly toying with them, uncertain of the intruder's true purpose. The couple packed their things to leave temporarily, but then a whistle pierced the distance. The dog immediately bolted toward the sound. Moments later, a gunshot echoed from afar. Before they could react, another shot shattered their flashlight. Realizing the threat was real, the couple took off running, but as they fled, a flare lit up the sky ahead, clearly meant to pinpoint their location. Upon spotting them, the assailants opened fire again. Their only option now was to dash toward the forest ahead, seeking cover behind the dense trees to evade the shots. Unfortunately, Nadia, who was pregnant, was exhausted and couldn't sustain the long run. Seeing this, the couple had no choice but to find a place to rest temporarily. But after the flare in the sky faded, the assailants drove up in pursuit. Hearing the distant roar of the vehicle, Nadia deduced there were likely two pursuers. Only then did they suddenly recall it might be the two drivers involved in the daytime confrontation hunting them down. As the enemy drew nearer, the couple had no choice but to continue fleeing forward. Before they knew it, dawn broke on the second day. By then, the couple was nearly frozen to death in this desolate wilderness, and Nadia deeply regretted her actions. Facing certain death either way, they steeled themselves and turned back the way they came. All their supplies were still in the tent. The couple trudged through the deep snow, soon spotting the tent they'd pitched earlier. David told his wife to stay put, while he went inside to retrieve their belongings. Watching her husband walk in unharmed, just as she was about to breathe a sigh of relief, she saw her husband stumble out. Reeling, Nadia rushed over immediately. David said all the supplies had been taken, but Nadia clearly wanted to go back inside to check. Before David could warn her, she discovered a horrifying scene inside the tent. The dog that had gone missing the night before lay brutally killed inside.
I'm gonna fucking kill you!
David immediately covered his wife's mouth, not wanting to attract the enemy's attention at this critical moment. The most urgent task now was to find the car keys. David crawled back into the tent, forcing himself to ignore the nausea as he reached beneath the dog's body. The next instant, his hand was caught in a trap hidden beneath some clothing. The enemy had anticipated their return and deliberately set this trap. After treating his wound, the pair resumed their aimless trek. Suddenly, Nadia spotted a figure ahead. Before she could make out its features, a bullet whizzed past. Fortunately, the shooter's aim was terrible, never hitting them. David now recognized the rhythm of reloading. 10 seconds between firing and chambering a round. This meant that by the time the next shot was fired, they could seize the chance to escape.